Hey everybody, I'm Michael and welcome to my channel. In today's video, which is not sponsored by the Walt Disney Resorts, but if they want to sponsor a future video, I am all for that. Today's video, I wanted to talk about the Ethereum network and the Avalanche network and how these three tokens relate, but how they really don't relate at all. So that doesn't make any sense. So let's go ahead and get started. I've been getting quite a number of questions on every single one of my videos asking multiple times, can I turn wsOHM and stake it? Can I turn this into this? And while you can technically do all of those things, you will pay a very, very high price to do any type of conversion. So let's go ahead and get started. I've gone old school with a good old fashioned pen and paper because I think this needs to be demonstrated in a way that's visually appealing. I don't know any other way to describe it. So let's say you go to OlympusDAO.finance, okay? And you see, okay, their one OHM token is currently around $850, and the price of one staked OHM or sOHM token is also around $850. And then you go over here to Trader Joe XYZ and you're like, oh, wsOHM, it's around 22,500 or something like that. That's where it is today, November 15th. So when you go back to OlympusDAO.finance, you take a look at this index price, take a look at this price, take a look at this price. You see all the different ways to invest your money with Olympus Dao, and you choose to stake it. So what you're doing is you're taking this Ethereum token, OHM, and you are putting it into their website, and they are giving you this staked OHM token as a result. Now the cost up front for doing this transaction, the very first step, you have to pay an approval fee, and then you have to pay a transaction fee. Since this is on the Ethereum network, both of these things are very expensive. In my experience, the approval fee was around $45, and then the actual transaction fee was around $130. And I know that's going to sound ridiculous, but these two prices together are one of the big reasons why a lot of people will turn to wsOHM and invest here instead. So with Olympus Dao, OHM and sOHM, these are the two that I'm going to be focusing on today. With this method, you're going to have a high upfront cost. However, you will be able to see daily rewards in your account. So every 8 hours, a rebase happens. And every 8 hours, you get a certain number of rewards in your account. And you will be able to visually see that every day, every 8 hours. You'll see your balance go up. Your balance will go up. Your balance will go up every 8 hours, okay? And when you go to cash out, however long you put it in there, for me, I'm gonna put mine in for about a year. Better liquidity, so when you go to cash out your $5,000, $10,000 or more, chances are there will be more liquidity in for you to actually cash out. But the problem that a lot of people have in doing this method is that it's a high upfront cost. In my experience, I paid around $150, $160, $70 just to stake $50 worth of OHM. So I took my $200 or $300, put it in here, and I got $50 out of it that I could actually stake. The rest of it went to fees. So just keep that in mind. If you do plan on going this route of staking OHM, you will pay high fees for both the approval and the transaction. The approval just means that you're allowing Olympus Finance to make the transaction for you and then to actually go through with the transaction. Because it's on the Ethereum network, you have to pay high fees to make that happen. That's just how Ethereum works. So a lot of people look at this and they say, well, I don't want to pay those high fees. I don't want to pay $170 just to be able to stake $50. Is there a cheaper route? And that's where wsOHM comes into play. The WS means wrapped, staked, and then OHM. This is the same OHM that exists over here, but it's done in a slightly different way. Now, to calculate this amount right here, this 22,500, what happens is you take the value of the staked OHM, which is $850 right here, and then you multiply it by the current index value. And when you multiply these two together, it comes out to around 22,500 today November 15th, 2021. So this is the value that is presented here. So when you go to buy this token, you're going to say, well, why is it so expensive? It's because it's calculated by the value of this and the current index. So keep that in mind when you go. It's not that this token is that expensive, even though it is. It's more about it's the value of this multiplied by the value of the current index. And with every rebase, the index goes up in value, and that's why the price of this keeps going up. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. And hopefully I got that right. Hopefully I'm not leading you astray here and you're not getting too confused. But the reason why a lot of people will jump over to wsOHM, or there are some other projects like Snowbank or wsOHM that kind of work the same way. A lot of people will jump over here to wsOHM because there is a very low upfront cost. Instead of spending the $150 to $170 doing it this route, they can get in for about $5 in fees. Instead of stake $1,000 and end up only staking around $700 because you paid the remaining part of that in fees. But with this low upfront cost, there are also problems. So there is no actual rebase. This does not rebase every 8 hours. This just is a fixed cost or fixed price of this value multiplied by the index. So you will not see rebases. This, because it is on the Avalanche network, has nothing to do with OHM. It has nothing to do with the OlympusDAO.finance website. It is done on Trader Joe XYZ. This is how you convert your AVAX or Avalanche tokens and buy wsOHM. You can also use the MIM token, the Magic Internet Money token, to convert it into this. A lot of people choose, it doesn't matter, a lot of people choose MIM over AVAX to do the conversion because they save a lot of money when they go to resell it back. And when they go to resell this back into AVAX, they would choose MIM instead because there's more liquidity in MIM apparently because it's a stable coin. You've got this, let's say you went ahead and you bought some wsOHM. I did this too. And then I was like, well, wait, why am I not able to see the rewards in my MetaMask account? Why am I not getting a rebase? Where's all the rewards? Where I need to see those rewards every single day. And because you chose this token, instead of doing it this route, you will not see those rewards every single day. However, they are collecting. Let me just write that down. Rewards are collecting. If I could spell, they are collecting, but they're not collecting every single day like it is over here. Instead, the rewards are collecting over here with every single new index and every single rebase. The rewards are going up over here, which then multiplies by the new rebase or the new index number, and then that is getting added to this value. So while you are not seeing those rewards collect every single day here, you are getting the rewards because it's based on the price of the sOHM, which is getting those rewards every 8 hours. Hopefully that makes sense because I know it's a very confusing process, very confusing topic. I've had so many questions over the last couple of weeks. I probably have had 500 questions that are all identical saying, well, wait, I bought some of this. How do I stake it? Oh, wait, I bought some of this. I want to buy some of this instead. It doesn't work like that because wsOHM is on the Avalanche network and OHM and sOHM are on the Ethereum network. So if you wanted to take some OHM and convert it into wsOHM, you technically could, but you are going to pay high Ethereum gas fees to do that transaction. You would probably have to convert OHM back into the Ether token. And then from Ether, you would then have to convert it to an Avalanche token. And then from Avalanche or MIM, you would convert it to wsOHM. It'd be a long, expensive process just to move money over here. Now, let me show you why I don't think that investing all of your life savings on wsOHM is a good idea. But no, and let me just write it down here. I'm not and I like to use capitals and not capitals all at the same time. I don't know how to write very well because I'm an idiot. I'm not a financial advisor, okay? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not a financial advisor. You need to do your own research, figure out what makes sense to you. And if it were me though, and this is just me, I've invested in both of these different sites. After I invested in this one, someone said the liquidity is low. And what that means essentially is when you go to cash out your balance, maybe there isn't enough money to actually cash out, so you can't cash out your full balance. And that's why a lot of people are going over to OHM, is because there is better liquidity. If I go and I want to try and pull out $20,000, more people are invested in this than they are in this. Now again, these are on two different networks. This is on the Ethereum network. This is on the Avalanche network. Just because something does look good up front, and it did to me at first until I understood how this works, but just because something looks good up front and there is a very low amount of money that's needed to start earning some money here, sometimes the more expensive route is the better route. And the way I like to talk about it is like this. So let's say with a wsOHM, we could consider this a Walmart $100 flat screen TV. Box that out. So we've got a Walmart $100 flat screen TV right over here. And on this end, let me move it over here. We have a Best Buy. What is that? Best Buy, let's say a 4,000 8K Ultra, whatever they've got out now, flat screen TV. I apologize for my writing. I'm a web developer. I don't write with a pen and paper for a living. But we can look at it like this. So let's say you go to Walmart and you buy a $100 flat screen TV. How long do you think that flat screen TV is going to last? Do you think it's going to be around forever? It's going to always work with all the updates that TVs have these days? Do you feel like you're going to get a really great picture quality? Probably not. It's a very low cost up front, but you're also going to see the cons or the issues with the TV after a couple of months. Maybe it doesn't work for 30 years. But if you go over here and you bought a Best Buy $4,000 8K, like the deluxe of the deluxe flat screen TVs, comes with all the bells and whistles, chances are this TV is going to last a lot longer than this TV. But with this method, there is a lot of cost up front. There is that large high cost up front, just like there is with OHM to sOHM. But you will be able to see the value in it every single day. And every time you turn on your TV, you see the quality of the results of spending that extra money to buy the high-end TV. And in the event, let's say you wanted to buy this TV, you take it home, and after a couple of months, you're like, I don't want this TV anymore. I don't think it's going to be worth, maybe it's not the best value for me. Well, let's say you take that back to Best Buy and you say, I want to return my TV. Chances are you'll get your money back because you're under the warranty, whatever it is. You will get the most rewards for this purchase because you put in $4,000. But if you go to Walmart and you have a $100 flat screen TV and you decide, hey, I don't want this TV anymore because I dropped it and I broke it, you try to take it back to Walmart, they're going to say, sorry, it's broken. It's a cheap TV. Just go out and buy another one. It's not very expensive. So what do you expect from us? And while that's probably not the best analogy, the way I look at it is OHM is the lower quality results. OHM to sOHM, or staking the OHM token, is the higher quality results. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just some guy sitting in his house trying to understand how all of this works together. And in my opinion, this is probably the better return on your results and your money instead of this. And for the main reason of low liquidity over here, better liquidity over here. If you're like me and you like to see daily rewards, you log into your account every day and you see the price jump up and you see those extra rewards every day, that might be a better value for you now, even though it costs more up front. But I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. I am terrible at this stuff. Thumbs down for me because I'm an idiot. But if you do want to get started today, I do have a video on how to stake OHM on the OlympusDAO.finance website. I also have another video on where to buy wsOHM on the Avalanche network. But know that I don't know what I'm talking about. I try my best to give you the best results, the best information out there. I'm constantly learning, constantly trying to apply what I learn and prove to you that you can make money at this, or you can make money at this. But I do apologize if what I've said in the previous videos isn't as accurate as it could be. I am still learning myself. Now, before I close this video, I wanted to just say one more thing. wsOHM is on the Avalanche network. OHM and sOHM are on the Ethereum network. They do not talk to each other unless you do a lot of financial transactions. You can try to swap this for something else and then swap that for this. There are ways to get this into this, but they don't work like this. You can't just send money over here and you can't just send money over here. I drew this brick wall, this red line. You cannot just do it like that. So if you are going to invest in wsOHM, make sure that you understand the risks behind it. Make sure you understand that there are no daily rewards, but that there is a low cost up front. If you are going to invest in OHM and stake it on the Olympus Dao website, there is a high cost up front because of these fees, the approval and the transaction. And when you go to sell or unstake this sOHM, you have to pay another approval fee to allow OlympusDAO.finance to make the transaction for you. And then you're going to have to pay another transaction fee just to take out your money. And then from there, you will have to convert the money that you get back in OHM into Ethereum or another token on the Ethereum network, and you will have to pay another fee. That's why a lot of people that jump into this, they like the daily rewards, they like the rebase every 8 hours, they like seeing the price of the index go up, they like seeing the things working behind the scenes, they like seeing all of that right up front. But with all of that said, you must be willing to pay these high gas fees in order to both stake initially and then unstake and send the funds back out into OHM. You have to be aware and understand that there is a lot of money that is going to go out of your pocket just to pay for these fees. So if you like the idea of hopefully being able to cash out all of your money at the end of the year or however long you stake, I believe there is a 1 year maximum time frame that you can do that, then this would be the way to go, is to stake the OHM like this. But if you're willing to take a really big risk, and if you understand that you may not be able to cash your money out in a year, and you won't be able to see the rewards in your MetaMask account, but you are willing to throw $100 or something into this to see if it actually works, just like I did, then this would be the route for you. But know that you are taking all of these risks associated with investing in wsOHM on the Avalanche network, that you are not taking as high of risks by doing it with the Ethereum network with the OlympusDAO.finance website. So hopefully this video has been helpful. I really hope that this made things clear and that I didn't lead you down a path of darkness where you just have no idea what's going on. If you skipped ahead and you're looking at all of my little scribbles, I apologize. I tried my best to explain it in a way that makes sense. At least this is how I understand it. But know that I don't know what I'm talking about. I just want to make money online. But if you've watched this far, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I do try my best to make good quality videos. Hopefully this did explain things better. If it was helpful and you did find value in it, please give it a like and please subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this one, and I will see you guys in the next video.